So what has gold done today? If anybody can explain to us what gold has done and what it is doing, that will be nice. But we are always here looking at trades and hoping to find something. But I hope your Thursday is doing amazing. Oh my goodness. What is this, man? Make sure you like the stream. I'm waiting for someone to like the stream. What you do when you're liking, you double tap the screen. That is what is supposed to be done. When you like the stream, you go ahead and double tap it. So I'm waiting for anybody. Yeah, like that. So thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you for liking, but I hope everyone is good. I hope you've had a good Thursday. I hope you have had a good trading Thursday. And remember, tomorrow is Friday. But yeah, we are here. So tomorrow is NFP. Yeah, that is true, Mr. Ghost. Tomorrow is NFP. Probably not trading for you. It is only those who who want violence that will go in for NFP. Yeah, but I'll also definitely see how it goes. Are you trading tomorrow? 30 minutes after release. Is that when you will trade? Sometimes it is very risky. Trading NFP is like what? Jumping into I won't compare it to anything, but definitely I'm interested in seeing how it will go tomorrow actually. I might trade, NFP. All no, depending on the mood, all the confidence. It's like grabbing a falling knife. I was going to say, it was like jumping into a pool when you do not know how to swim. That is one of the things. But yeah, some people trade it, man. Where are you from? I'm from Africa, my friend. How are you doing? Elevator has guardrail. Hello, do you offer mentorship and at what cost? Yes, my number is there. Please WhatsApp me. WhatsApp me and we can jump on a phone call. I charge only 200. You know, it's an offer, and it is online mentorship that I offer. We make sure we meet every day to discuss progress. But yeah, and it is usually one-on-one. I make sure it is one-on-one and we go through different things, a bunch of different things. But definitely my number is right there. You can WhatsApp me and we can talk one-on-one personally. I trade the after effect. The after effect is very interesting actually. It is very, very interesting because it can definitely give you back if you get it correctly. There is the time I also traded the after effect. There is a time I traded the after effect and it paid off. But man, people make you want to trade NFP, but it is very dangerous. but people want make you want to trade it. We trade the same strategy. Oh, that is wonderful. I hope you're doing it really well. You're doing it justice. The simpler, the better. Some of you don't know it, but a lot of people will tell you the simpler, the better. Do not overcomplicate stuff. Are you a Christian? Yes, sir. I am a Catholic. I am a Christian, my friend. Thank you for that question. And for you, what are you, my friend? What are you? Who is asking me where I belong? But guys, you're welcome to this live session. I always enjoy coming here, especially after all the shaky New York session, because I'm trading it and I'm trying to make profits out of it. So whenever I come live, it is mostly relaxation and and seeing if we can get something, because most of the storm is done and now the market is a bit calm. What does it take to get funded? Oh, interesting question. So what does it take to get funded on a prop firm? So if you have your strategy, and you really know it works, okay, of course it works. Some losses, some wins, but you know it works. You know that strategy and you're going to stick by it. Then you get the challenge. I encourage people to get the two-step because it is way easy and it doesn't have those rules. Some are hidden, some are not. So now we are looking at what it takes to get funded. It is going to be you sticking to that strategy. Come rain, comes shine. And now you take the trades that strategy gives you. Some days it will be 2 trades a day. Some days it will be 1 trade a day. And then after that you'll pass. You make sure the least you get is a 1 to 1 to. Sometimes 1 to 1 is okay. That I won't sit here and say don't take 1 to 1s. Sometimes they are okay, right? And then if you follow that process, you are not revenge trading, you're not losing it to a daily loss limit. You do not have to lose an account to a daily, guys, okay? Make sure you trade. If the day you're losing, you leave it, come back the next day when everything is refreshed, okay? So that is quite important. I was still telling you, but what strategy do I use? Simple trend lines. Plus I add in, price action, support and resist. Yeah. Which prop firm is the best? I'm liking the questions you guys are asking. I'm loving the questions. So the prop firm that is the best, according to me, what I think, it is FTMO. FTMO is the best prop firm. That is according to my experience. I hope I've answered your question really well, my friend. But according to me, FTMO is the one I would. For you, what is the best for you? First tell me. But the disadvantage that FTMO has, it is expensive. So it is quite expensive. So it is best you trade the less expensive ones. So if you get a payout from those, you can easily graduate to the prop firm you want to trade with. How long does it take you to get your payout in Uganda? I don't know what you mean by that. How long does it take? It depends wherever you are. Wherever you are, you can get a payout. Yeah. I hope I understood your question really well. As long as you stick to your strategy and trade well, you'll get a payout. Or you want me to do the GOAT challenge, the GOAT challenge series that I did last time? Is that what you want to see? But yeah, that is basically it. Keep the questions coming, guys. I'm interested. I'm in the mood of answering questions. But shout out to everybody that is here. Please go ahead and like the stream. That is the only way you can support it. So it would be nice if you went ahead and liked the stream right now. No, like to get the bank wire to land in your account. In Uganda, it depends. I think in Uganda it is best to use crypto, bro. Crypto is so convenient. Why aren't you using it to withdraw payouts? You just want it in the bank. Man, it is a long process. Because yes, FTMO can send it to your bank account. I think that is the prop firm. Then the others, you'll need to use, is it Rise? I think it is Rise. You need to use Rise to withdraw all crypto. So crypto is always better because some prop firms don't even send it to the account, okay? Yeah, so it is best to use crypto. Open up a Bybit account using my link. I posted a video back then how you can sign up for Bybit or Binance. How do one get to trade once in a loss in a funded account, Higi 200? Now it depends on what account size that is. Because 200 on a 5K, that is a lot of money, bro. A lot of drawdown. It's a lot of drawdown. So unless you've accumulated it over a period of time, right? So you don't have to panic. You keep like onto the track, right? If you're, for example, if your strategy is in a losing streak, because now it is not you trading, it is your strategy. If you're sticking to it, you're not making random decisions, you're not doing anything, you're sticking to the strategy. So if it is that means you're going to do what? To stick to it. If it is in a losing streak, that means you're going to first give it a break. You know, it is okay to take a break and watch it play out. Although you're going to be emotional because the moment you decide to give it a break, that is when your strategy will thrive. Yeah, so trading sometimes is difficult, but if you don't give up, you will win definitely. But Faith, how are you? How are you doing? I hope you're good. To use crypto, must I have a Binance account? Yes, sir. You must have what is called a crypto exchange, okay? Because if you want to use crypto, you must have a crypto exchange. It is like the bank of crypto, okay? It is like your bank in crypto. CYP, how are you today, boss? It is like your bank of crypto where you put your withdrawals. You can even use that to buy challenges. Guys, if you're not yet on the crypto space, you don't have to like, okay, come to me and be like, now, crypto, tell me about crypto. No, you can discover these things by yourselves, okay? You can know what Binance does, what Bybit does. I think those are the two best crypto exchanges that I know, Binance, Bybit, and I'm representing Bybit, although you guys refuse to sign up, man. Why did you refuse to sign up for my Bybit link? I did pass it. I had account remaining with few dollars to pass phase 1. Bro, what happened to me? I know, like that is something that comes over you. It is fever. I've had some students also go through the same. Like they are trading, they reach, passing either phase 1 or phase 2, and then they go back, right? They forget everything. It is tough, bro. You forget everything you did. You forget everything you did. So, man, I think you need, I don't know what you even need. You need someone to guide you with but you don't worry. Now you've learned that actually. With 150, would you advise prop farm or my real account? So with that 150, put 100 in your real account and get 50 and buy prop farm challenge 2 phase and then learn on it. Don't just go and full port it. No, I think that is the best thing I can say. Now on the 100, you say, okay, now let me make 30, I withdraw 20, like that. But sometimes you'll fall back on the, it is nice to have two sides. of the coin. That is what I'm trying to say. Actually, my Binance was compromised somehow. So you mean by it is a direct substitute? Bybit, yeah, you can sign up for Bybit. It is like Manu and Arsenal. That is Binance and Bybit. Like Binance is Manu and Bybit is Arsenal, the smaller team, the weak one, the second team. So, and make sure. So those of you that are saying that your accounts get compromised, this is just advice for you. You have to put two-factor authentication, right? You have to go and put two-factor authentication so that if someone hacks it, they will ask for another PIN that they have to, so they cannot hack you. That is what you have to do. Me, I'll tell you which prop firm you advise with 50. You there is God Funded is the cheap one. There is God Funded. They are very cheap prop firms. God Funded. Then there is one that someone has told me it is upcomers or something. It is cheap. Also Marvin is somehow cheap. But yeah, you go and look at those cheap ones. You with even 50, even Funding Pips I think is also cheap. A bit. So with that 50 you can even get like a 10K account. So glow. But you need someone to guide you, or because I don't want you to reach there, you mess up, you don't know the laws, what rules they have set. So you just, it is not easy, but you go slow. How long does it for the money to land using Binance? It takes like less than 24 hours, bro. Less than 24 hours, man. The money will be there. Then you can remove it and put it on mobile money. Yes, sir. You guys have very, very interesting questions today. All questions about money. Huh? It is very interesting, actually. But thank you guys for coming and enjoying this live stream. I appreciate you very much. As we look at gold, I wanted to enter it down, but I was like, bruh. I had just come. So I wanted to enter it here, but I had just come from outside. Then I'm like, let me leave it. And it went. But let us see what it will do after that. What's the best concept you use, boss? What do you mean by concept? You mean the strategy? The strategy. All strategies work. Whatever everyone tells you, they do work somehow. And they lose. I would like you to teach me. Send me a WhatsApp, my message. My number is over there. You just screenshot me, save the number, and send me a WhatsApp. I'll respond to you after the live stream. Okay? I need people that, I'll teach, we shall trade together, we shall be on the chat together and talk and interact. Okay? BTC. Do you advise one to go for copy trading? I don't know. It's okay. I think it's okay. It is a double-edged sword. You can either lose or win. So, but if you can, I think so. But it is tough. Like, bro, you put money that you can afford to lose, right? For example, if you have $100 that doesn't pain you, you put it there and see if you can withdraw 30 a day. On Binance there is no mobile money. How can I withdraw money? Help us. Come on, bro. There is P2P. Binance has mobile money. You withdraw it really well. There is P2P. It is like you have to give someone crypto, then they'll send you money, right? And they are agents. You see mobile money agents like we have there in these towns. M-Pesa agents, mobile money. So Binance also has those agents in the app. So you prompt them. If you have crypto, of course, you You send them the crypto, they send you the what? The cash on your mobile money. It's very easy. Okay? Is there a maximum limit on the crypto received from Prop Farm? No, there is no maximum limit. It is God funded that had a maximum of, I think it was 30% of a payout for the first time, but there is no limit. That is why it is so good to use crypto. If you've not yet educated yourself about crypto, this is the time. Very easy transactions. You can use, anyway. But guys, I want to remind you that I teach people these things, that I'm not just here like a cartoon to be, just chit-chatting and talking. I am serious. I trade and I teach people how to trade. Those that are serious, please send me a WhatsApp. The number is right there. Even those who just want to be friends, like you're lonely, you want to talk to someone, hit me up. I'll send whenever I can, right? I'll respond to you really well. Okay. Do you think the price will fall to 4185? Where is will fall? 4185. Bro, that is maybe in the news. It definitely can, because it is in the downward trend. It is starting, making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So lower high, lower low. Probably, I don't know. We are just, we can wait and see. If you get a good entry according to your strategy, you enter that one. So, but bro, I'm still challenged with using symbols to make strategy. What do you mean using symbols? Chirunda Junior, using symbols to make strategy. What do you mean by that? I need an explanation. I don't want to give an answer for a question I've not understood, but let me know. What do you think about trading bots? Should one go for them? You lose your money. If you can go for a bot, you have to be able to lose the money. Because I personally have my own personal bots that I've tried using AI to build my strategy. I've tested them, but you have to be able to lose money. You can put 200 and in a minute it's gone. So you have to have excess money to try it out. Okay? So if you don't have excess money like me right now, you have to put brakes on it, okay? Do not go in for them. Just learn the skill and try to progress gradually. Take time, take your time. You're not in anyway, you're in a rush because you need the money like today, right now. But I would advise you to take your time. Do not rush into anything. Learn, be willing to learn. Go to whoever you want to go to learn, their strategy and try to make profits. Are the questions done? Are they over? So if the questions are over, please like the stream and also share if you want to. But go ahead and like the stream. That one, I will really appreciate it, because it is the only way you can support us. But definitely, thank you very much for being here. Your presence is good enough. And I hope those that are very interested in trading, I hope you're learning. At least learn something. Look at this chart. There are some people on the live stream who don't know what the chart is all about. This is a gold chart, and these are called candles. The green ones mean it is going up. Now I'm giving you a tutorial for beginners. You see, and these numbers are the prices of gold at the moment, right? So these are CFDs that we are doing, all Forex. And these upper candles mean it is going up. These lower candles mean the price is going down. And for you, your role is to find, a strategy that has been applied before, that you can apply right now, that can get you profits. For example, I could come onto the chart. Now this one is for beginners. I come onto the chart, I see, I observe, I wait. So I decide to enter here. Maybe it gives me something in return. I close my position. Easy. That one is not for you experts who are on here. It is for beginners. But this one is what? Trading view. But then there is MetaTrader 5 where you execute the trades. There are some brokers with trading view and prop firms, but some do not have. They just have MetaTrader. Alrighty. Are we at par? I really want to go and teach and have the feeling of teaching a classroom actually. So, yep. We at par. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being on the live stream today. Thank you. But yeah, today is Thursday and tomorrow there is something called news. I don't know which news it is. Is it NFP or something? Or unemployment claims or something like that? Let me see what news we have tomorrow. Yes, here we go. We have employment change, unemployment rate, average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. We have news. Non-farm employment change, okay. That is at 3:30. Okay, we shall be here. We shall definitely be here. Try to sign up by Bit. It's saying restricted IP address. What do you mean? Are you using using VPN? What is going on there? It should be easy signing up. It shouldn't be restricted, bro. Because you just need an email to sign up, and then actually, you can even trade on those platforms. You can trade cryptocurrencies, all futures on there. Man, this is interesting. Look at all this draw. Bro. Because the setup was right here for the sale, but now where are you going to put the stop? Because if you sold here and then it drops to this level and you wait for it to come back, bruh. Try to sign up by Bit. Okay. Great, Samantha. Please help me. How can I help you, my friend? What kind of help do you need? But guys, if you haven't followed the creator, make sure you follow. What was the process of how you got your first payout? The video is on the YouTube channel. This YouTube channel you're on, Nino Refer. The video is on this YouTube channel. So you just go and look for the most viewed video on here. You will see that video. I recorded that process for you guys to see. Those of you who are going to ask me for the process of a payout, you go watch my first video, the most viewed video on YouTube, it's there. Good evening, Mr. Byron. How are you today, man? I hope you're doing good. Do you advise one to trade only one pair? It is a tricky question, but you have to really look at a pair and analyze it, because if you are trading a bunch of pairs, you'll be between here and here. But if you have like 6 screens, I'll definitely trade different pairs. But if you have like one screen and man, also going from one to another bro, you might miss out the setups. So reduce the number of pairs, okay? So NightFX benefited from the drop. Wonderful, that is good. That is good. Byron is good. I'm also good. I'm okay. I'm doing amazing, man. Today the energy is there to come here and chit chat with traders and you guys. But yesterday, man, bro, that hike was out of this world. My account refused to enter in MT5. How can I do? Which account is that, Goretti? Is it like a prop farm account? What is it? Because sometimes you put in the wrong things. Sometimes you just need to copy, right? Copy the account, you paste it into MT5. Copy the password and paste it. And then you have to look for the server. The server has to match. Now I'm explaining prop farm, but I'll wait for you to answer which type of account you're talking about. It's very simple, boss. Which time frame? We on the 15-minute, bro. It's an XNES account. Try to copy. Make sure the server is right. You go into XNES. You go into MetaTrader. You search for the server that has been shown to you on the account. Maybe XNES Real 10, maybe XNES 10 Real or something like that. XNES 9 or XNES 15 Real. You look for that particular server, then you start copying and then pasting. Okay? Which time frame is your chart? It is the 15-minute, boss. Morris Mechanic, 15-minute. Wrong logins. Yeah, it could be the wrong logins. You have to be careful, actually. Even me, I've been trading for almost 5 years and some months, but sometimes I get the wrong login, bro. So you shouldn't worry about that. Just copy and paste. So that saves a lot, okay? So, Wandera, how are you? How has your trading been, bro? Guys, have you made money today? Me, I've not made, but I've made some progress on some challenges. Morris, yeah. Akatale kakuisemo. Yet I was counting on you because I was asking so that I see who I should go and beg from. Yeah, but it is okay. Next time better. But tomorrow we have to be more careful, okay? What is my prediction for tomorrow? Man, I don't know because so we have to know if this is a what? If this is change of direction. People call it change of character or something. We need to know if gold has changed, because look at yesterday. Let me remove these drawings. We have to look and know, because if we look on the daily for gold, you thought it was still buying. That is true. Even me at some point I thought about that. But look at this. The daily was very bullish, bro. That is yesterday. And today it is kind of bearish. It was bullish before. We thought it was going, but it turned out to be bearish. But now the overall daily trend, you cannot say this is now starting to be bearish. We could continue up, but if this candle closes like this, that will also mean something else. Yeah, so that is the daily for you, bro. Tomorrow could be bullish. It could happen. Then if we look at the 4-hour, man, today, man, has been, tomorrow NFP, yes sir, tomorrow is NFP. Man, you almost breached the account, my friend. Life is tough, but it is okay, guys. It's okay. You'll get the moves as long as you don't give up. Yeah, some people got money here, some people did not get money. Because, when price moves like this, there are people who say, oh, we have gone too high. Oh, let me wait for a sell. Then it gives you this, yet the next candle is also bullish. So you have to know that you're not the only one who did not make money, all who lost accounts. The good thing, you've used the statement, you almost breached the account, but you did not, which is a good thing. Every young person needs to start life as a forex trader. It teaches discipline, being humble, and greed, especially on prop farm accounts, bro. Yeah, made 1K plus today. Yeah, send me a WhatsApp, then I'll ask you for some. But congratulations, my friend. That is good. That is wonderful. It is good you made some money. I'm assuming you made it from some sales today. It is good, man. It is good. Hey. So this is the 1 hour time frame. This is how gold has moved today. On the 1 hour, bro. That is the 1 hour. Today as the direction, if you look at the higher time frame, or you bought gold actually, New York session, you bought here. Damn, bruh. I was on the chart actually, and I didn't buy because I saw, but I'm like, okay, that was a good move. It was a good move. So what is the plan for the 1K? You buy a prop farm challenge and also, trade smarter. Are we selling at 4265? What do you mean? Where is 4265? We are here. Cliff, you want to sell at 4265? Why? To ask what is your reason? The wins losses ratio. Sorry. But anyway, guys, you have to be vigilant. Yesterday, the people who just kept buying were winning, because I was having a conversation with someone and we were like, the people who are just, even if you put a baby, they are just buying, they were able to win, bro. But today it was skill. Today was skill based. Market what? Losses are part of the game, yes sir. They are definitely part of the game, bro. Losses are part and parcel of trading. But you have to calculate them really well. You have to calculate your losses very, very well actually. Me, that is why right now I'm doing a course. And you know who my lecturer is? It's AI. I'm, I'm doing a course in investment and risk management. So you have to know how to calculate your risk before things get tough. Yep. Maurice, how are you? Are you a real mechanic? Uh, Like, what do you mechanic? Like, do you do cars? Do you do bikes? You a mechanic for what? First tell us. Do you guys here have jobs? What is your profession? If it's not trading, Cliff, what is your profession? The people online. But there is the hormones after the loss. Yeah, those hormones, you have to learn how to control them. So that 40 to 85 and 40 to 75, maybe 40 to 65 again. That was good. That was a good sale, bro. You sold it really well. Truck mechanic. You mechanic trucks. That is interesting. Very, very interesting. Where do you think NFP is going to take gold tomorrow? We've seen past NFPs being bullish, but could it drop gold? I don't know. I don't want to put fake ideas into it. Is just prediction. I don't know. I don't know yet, but maybe tomorrow I'll have a feeling, and according to some research, maybe I'll bring you guys an expert to predict for you NFP. If we get clear confirmations, we're dropping to drop to the daily range. Okay. Like from where yesterday was. Probably we could. You're a surveyor. Can you survey for me for free? Engine, gearboxes, and differentials. That is quite very interesting, actually. I've never talked to a mechanic for trucks. It's a very interesting field of work. Then we have a surveyor in the building. We have a doctor who has sent me a WhatsApp. I'll talk to you. I'll respond very soon, doctor. So thank you for sending that WhatsApp. We shall talk. We shall definitely talk. But yeah, guys, you have to be calm and relaxed on the charts, and that is the only thing that will make someone survive in the long run, right? Because there are people who trade differently. Everybody trades in a different way. So do not like hope different strategies, different people teaching you. If you are able to find someone and stick with them, because the problem, most people think it is easy, even if you have someone teaching you. It's not easy. But you have to keep doing your best. Wait for the setups to appear, wait for setups to come, and when they come, take them. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Yeah, NFP tomorrow. This was a good rejection. Did not come back. It is true. Risk management is very important. Yes, Byron. I'm studying. I even wasn't going to come here because I'm studying, risk management. At least I know I know how to manage my risk on the chart, but education has never been enough. You have to continue, learning and getting better. Losses are counted as school fees. I hear a lot of people saying that. But even people who are already successful are still losing. So are they also still paying fees? That means you never stop paying fees. you know, you cannot stop paying fees no matter how far you go. If that is the concept you have for trading, that losses, it is tuition that you have to pay. Because even people who are experts, they lose, but they just control their losses. And the ones who are starting, they are like, oh, I've lost, let me make it back. Ah, sometimes you feel like a trade is leaving you. Bro, it has left. You wait for it back where for you have to wait for it back. You have to keep waiting. If it leaves you, you wait for another day, bro. The market will always give, and it never sleeps, bro. There is no week that it will say, okay, there is no trading anymore. Actually, that is one thing when I was still struggling with. I used to struggle with most. Like, I would think to myself, bro, I've been trading for a while. What if these markets close when I've not yet got anything out, anything significant out of them? That was a thinking that I had back then. But you just have to be what? You just have to do your thing and trade. Find someone who can teach you, someone good like me. Eh? You guys are here, we are talking, but just send me a WhatsApp and tell me, Sam, I'm tired of losing. Otherwise, people will keep losing and take years, take very many years. You'll come back, I'll be like, maybe I'll still be doing live streams. I'll be like, 60. Then you come back like, sir, I used to watch your live stream in what? 2026. This is 2026. I'm not yet profitable. I'll be like, dude. So guys, you have to really give it your all, man. You have to give it your all. Imagine you have lost, you have lost 3 trades of $20 and you win 1 trade of 1 to 5 of 100. You end in a win. That is true, bro. Like, losses are not, some people, okay, losses hurt, but you don't have to depend on it to trade. Like, oh, I've lost money, let me make it back. What? Just take a look at, okay, this is the gist. When you see your setup, you enter it, it either wins or loses. Then you go back, you wait for another setup of yours. You either win or lose. And these things, you might be here thinking we are joking, guys. But people take 7 years, 10 years without making, being profitable. It is the truth. Even Byron can bear me witness. Some people will be there and they'll be like, I've been trading for 10 years and I'm not profitable. So you have to take care of yourself. Do your best, because trading, anyway, people will say, let me stop talking. People will say I talk too much, but that is the truth. Chairman Ghost and Byron are in the chat today. Yesterday I was enjoying actually Byron's live stream. If you guys are there and you do live streams, let me know. Let me know. I'll be coming to your live streams and I'll comment. I'll be in the comment section because it is interesting being in the comment section, and it's more fun being there than being here talking. And I can't trade for a year without trading. What do you mean by that? I can't trade for a year without trading. Please elaborate. Narinda, you can't wait for a year without trading. Is that what you try to mean? But guys, where are people from? Most of the people are from Uganda, and you man, you've been lost. But we want the live stream on Monday, bro. What do you mean I've been lost? You want me to be here every day? You'll get fed up. Okay? You'll get fed up easily. So we shall miss some days and then come whenever we can. We have someone from Kabale. Shout out to you, man, from Kabale. I can't trade for a year without making profits. Okay. Maybe you're already profitable, but if you're not, people take time. How long have you been trading, my friend? No, there is a difference in being profitable and making profits. Maybe you're confusing that. Someone can make profits, but they are not like profitable consistently in the long run. Like you could just be putting in, okay? Yeah, so that's what we mean. Yeah. Today was so bad. Man, I'm sorry, bro. Some people yesterday was bad, some people today was bad. It is what they call trading. Talk about funded next and stop loss and take profit. SL and TP. Funded next. SL and TP. What do you mean SL and TP? You don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding the question really well. All right. Are you a full-time trader or part-time? I trade a lot. I'm not like Byron, who is a full-time trader, but I trade every day I trade, so I'm full-time basically. Gold is good, but it is also dangerous. Kev, I'm all right. How are you doing, my friend? I'm a full-time trader. Yesterday was juicy. Today I just over pushed the market on the 3 p.m. New York push. Yeah. What were you doing before you became a trader? No, by the way, guys, my profession is counseling. I'm a counselor by profession. Some of you call them therapists. Others will call them psychologists, but I'm a mere counselor who does what? Who helps people navigate their problems. For example, you guys have a lot of problems with trading. You can use me as your counselor so that we walk through your process and how you're going to become successful. Guys, make sure you try to be, because people have been successful in trading. We have Ghost here, very successful fellow in trading. We have Byron, very successful dude in trading. And you have myself here. So it does work. You need to stop listening to people like I'll come and because anyway, but because if you tell people, there are people are going to discourage you, but it has to be a dream inside you. It has to be a dream inside you that I'm going to make this work and I'm going to make it work really well. Okay? No wonder you're soft-spoken. It suits your profession. Yeah, I think God took me there. People join trading for financial freedom, but instead have become prisoners to the market. That is true, man, because most of them are prisoners because they have not yet achieved the financial freedom. Byron wants to say something. Okay. Let me put on this stuff. Oh, the mentors are here. Byron is there. Ghost is also there. You guys didn't tell me that you wanted to come on. Me, I was going.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Byron. How are you? What happened?
I am good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Sorry, okay. I won't speak much It has been a long day.
Okay.
Let me just add just something very little on what you were saying. There is this myth that has been sold in these markets. Okay, this is in the land trading space that we do not lose. Let me tell you something. If anyone wakes up in the morning and shows you a screen full of news, Monday to Monday, 20 days a month, let me tell you something, that person should be on their phones right now. But then again, I'm not going to attack anyone. One thing you should understand, and this is something I've always said myself, most people should understand the definition of the words a stop loss. You see, the definition of the stop loss in itself is called the amount of money you are willing and able to lose. You know, another definition. Another definition of what happens. Because okay, let me try to look at it from an institutional level or standpoint. And this is why I'm so happy to actually be talking about risk management. Before anything, most traders understand that we are risk managers. And I've always said that, no, I can't go into full details of why A, B, C, D, and F, G.
But what does that statement mean? Before we are traders, we are risk managers, because most of us here are retail. We are small, investors.
Even if you are retail, so I want people to try to bring their thought process to a statement like, it is easier for you to get another setup than difficult for you to get more capital.
True.
So, given that it is very difficult for you to get more capital, we must find ways of utilizing our money. I'm not just talking about billions. I'm not just talking about hundreds of thousands. I'm not just talking about tens of thousands. I'm talking about all the amount of money. That is why it is very important for everyone to realize that as traders, we are first risk managers before we are anything else. It simply means that we need to find ways of understanding how to manage our money. Because when we think about that, that simply gives us a place of we must be protected before we do any crazy stuff. Use a small amount of your money to try to go in for a big return. Not a very huge return, a reasonable return. But most importantly, whenever you are to enter into a position, make sure that you have a realistic amount of money. But let me just tailor around this segment a stop loss. I've always heard people screaming and as they hit my stop loss, they hit my stop loss, and complaining and whining. But
True.
because the definition of a stop loss in itself should be given before you move that trade line. Because if I'm to put anyone who's listening to this live at once, this is what I'm going to say. A trade should only end in 4 ways. A small loss. Okay, let me actually begin from this. A trade should end in 4 ways. That means it should end in a big win. It should end on a minimal win. Or it should end at break even. That means at your entry without you hitting any losses. Or it should end with a small loss. You get it? Because with that kind of a mindset, you're always protected. Because you have no guarantees on the market. And that is something most people tend to forget. How much amount of money do you think you have that is going to move the market in the direction you want it to go? because anything can go wrong. That is where it's very important for you to find someone who's going to be teaching you about risk and money management, because you must understand how to manage your account from the word go. It's not just about you finding ways of entering and clicking by yourself in any direction. It's about moments of you sitting down to also assess that when you sit down, do you have the ability to understand how much of your exposure is in the market? Because for today, it is possible for you to just make money, but tomorrow it is easier for you to lose money.
True.
You know? But the thing that is supposed to be happening is we're just finding confluences that are supposed to help us to minimize, actually to maximize our potential returns in a certain order. I don't know whether that makes this, the what says makes sense. Because let's just look at what happens on most people who claim that they've lost accounts or they've blown accounts. You've over leveraged, entered in ways that you shouldn't be entering, entered without a concept. You have this get rich scheme in your head. So to you, it's gambling, it's not even managed risk. So you enter, you blow account. You've entered into a position, an amount of money that you should not be trading. Because most people don't even have a right to trade big money from the word go. So here, you have overexposed yourself into these markets. You are worried that if they hit your stop loss, you're already in trouble. Meaning you haven't exposed the amount of value I'm willing and able to lose in the market for you to survive to continue going in the direction you want to go. So what does that make you? Automatically that makes you a gambler. And that is why most people lose money. Because instead of you going into trading as a trader, you're going in as a gambler. So to you it's about hope. Yet on the other hand, it's supposed to be about a controlled risk. Sit yourself down, tell yourself the truth that this is the amount of money that I can afford to make. Let us just say that we're dealing with someone with about, let's just say, $1,000. It's okay. If you have $1,000, sit yourself down and ask yourself, if I blow this $1,000 in a month, will I be able to make $1,000 again to load into my account? If not, please get common sense into your head to understand that this $1,000, I must respect it. Now, when you get the respect for that amount of money, you also need to understand how much of your exposure to the market. I understand, and I'm trying my level best not to add in so many complicated words, because if I'm to go down to risk management in its entirety, that would be so much. Let me just try to use a few words that I hope to whoever is listening to this would make sense in their heads.
True.
That you are going, first and foremost, you do not have any guarantee that whatever trade you are using is going to work out. It is not there, it will not be there. There is no way you're going to sit yourself down to be like, I am 100% sure this trade is going to work out. That is why you see we always ask ourselves, what is the win rate of a certain strategy? Meaning, there is a possibility of you understanding that you can lose this trade, whether you like it or you don't. There are so many things that can go wrong. You may have entered on every other funny confluence that you're looking out for, and then geopolitical factors happen in that very situation, and then you lose a trade. It can happen. You can lose a trade because for some no good reason you did not look at a few things. Maybe your liquidity was in the wrong place. Maybe you're in the wrong market direction. Maybe it's just manipulation, but still on the 1 hour confluence, I think you're still going in the right direction where it's supposed to be going. So there's so many things that can go wrong, and you cannot have a 100% guarantee of the trade working out. So if that is a possibility you're working with, we have to use our brains and sit ourselves down and tell ourselves the truth. So how much can I expose into this market in order to make sure that I, first and foremost, survive any loss that I'm supposed to be hitting in this market?
True.
Do you have the ability of surviving the loss that your stop loss is going to get without you trying to sweat and start acting like a little kid? Or you are just going to go in and add a bunch of FX behind your name and put onto TikTok and start telling everybody that you're a trader, which you're not. Because truth be told, these markets are random, and that is why we have to understand the ability of accepting the statement, randomness, because that is one thing you must first accept as a trader. These markets are random. There is a possibility of you losing the whole week. There is a possibility of you losing, winning, losing, winning. There's a possibility of you matching out when you get all your trades listed out, and to be told you just won like about 40% and you've lost 60%.
True.
But here's the question. With your losses, how much is your stop loss? With your wins, how much is your risk to reward? What confluences are you looking at for every trade? You know, how are you looking at these markets before you do any crazy stuff when coming in? Now, there is more to that comes into it. But I think if there is any takeaway on this, it should be only risk an amount of money you are willing to lose fully without you having to whine over you losing a trade. I know it kind of sounds complicated, it looks shady. You can wake up in the morning and find someone who tells you, I only risk $20 on a trade. Or should I say, I only risk about $20 on of my capital on a possibility that my trading age gives me. So whatever it is, so this person, even if they have an ability of losing 40% or losing 60%, but they are trading, maybe in their trading journal they have the ability of making about 1 to 3 in a win. That simply means they have lost 60, but they have won 40 times 3, which will give them 120.
True.
Subtract the losses, the winners. At the end of the day, you're going to find that this portfolio actually is up by about, let's just say by about 60%. That is a win. It doesn't matter whether it's a $100 account, $1,000 account, $10,000 account, $50K account. The whole possibility is that you're going to go up in percentages.
True.
It's not just about you wanting to have the Hail Marys that most traders face. That you're waking up early in the morning and you want that one golden trade. That, oh my God, guess what, you guys? I like when gold was going up, I ended up making about $2,000. And then you're taking screenshots, putting them all over your WhatsApp status, Telegram, TikTok, making recordings. The question is, do you have an ability of making those kind of trades, 10 of them in a month? Or it was just one Hail Mary?
Right.
So if it was a Hail Mary, then that is just a flicker. You are profitable on that trip, but you do not have the ability of being continuously profitable. Because what we're looking for is the consistency. And the consistency, and I'm sorry for most people who are going to find this wrong. Your consistency is not in the profits. Your consistency should be in the amount of losses that you are exposing onto the markets. If you have the ability of taming yourself, of even if you look at an opportunity and you think it's so golden, but you understand the amount of money that you are exposing onto that trade, you will be profitable, even with a 40% win rate of all your random trades you have taken. Whether you began with a loss or you began with a profit or whatever, even if you lose today and then tomorrow you will lose the next day, win, lose, and then it becomes a whole confusion. But if you have the ability of compiling all your trades and you're looking for the same confluence and you're working them out and you're running the numbers at the end of the day with the differences of risk to reward that you're exposing onto the market, and then the exposure that has been limited with the other percentage, you're going to end up being in a full-blown range. First and foremost, you've traded with common sense. You're not just like anybody else. Two, your exposure is limited. So it can be calculated. 3, you are not gambling as per self-reward gambling, but you're really focusing on what you're doing. So what does that simply mean? That simply means that when you are to look at these trades, and someone wakes up early in the morning and asks you what you best on to take this trade, you must have the ability to explain it.
True. Yes, sir. So, Wamoto, how are you? Wamoto is my hobbies in the chat right there. So, I hope you're good, bro. I went with him in high school. Yeah, so
You get what we're trying to say.
what?
It makes sense. I'm saying I don't know whether you guys get what I was trying to say.
Yeah, we got it, but then you went mute like for some time. But
apparently someone was just calling me.
Yeah,
I don't know why someone would leave me this time. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say to them.
Yeah.
The thing is normal. Okay, and I understand most people, the reason why you tend to talk about losing trades, and it doesn't make sense to most people, and they're like, oh my god, you're not even serious, I hit a huge loss. My first question is, why? Why were you going in all that big? Okay, I understand you wanted to make a 1,000, but do you understand you can actually make that 1,000 if you do know how to very well manage your risk management, and you can make that money like comfortably and with that patience. Let's just say if you're as patient as Joseph, you take that calmness into the market, you have the ability of walking away stress-free. And whether you've won, whether you've lost, you're indifferent to the trade, because to you now I'm speaking about me. To me now, I'm indifferent. Whether I have won big, lost, or won small, or broken even. To me, it's not about that, because at the end of the day, what I'm looking at is not the amount of money I have made in one day. I am looking at the amount of money I have made over a certain period of time.
True.
What is my portfolio actually giving me? When I sit down and align my trades, and I'm like, okay, so this is what I did. And also people going for, and I'm about to shoot people in the foot, I'm sorry for this. Most people are going for gamblers and they call them mentors, but that's a different story. The whole point is they do not get to give them all the skills that they need, and then these people have the audacity of claiming that they trade like banks. And then when I hear that, I feel like throwing up. Because one, they don't even teach them. Most people, when they come out, they do not teach their students about a few things that entail money management. They don't. All someone thinks about is when I get $1,000, I'm going to expose it all in the market. Now, to me, I'm like, okay, let's just sit down. Simple numbers. You've gotten $1,000 and you're exposing it to a market. That means you must have the ability of exposing a minimum of about 3 trades in a week to the markets at about 3,000. Over 4 days, that's about 12,000. Do you have an account that is about $12,000? Because that should be an exposure for in a month should be about like 10%. Do you have that amount of money that you should be exposing like that? Or you're just doing some random things? Half the people don't even do that. They're just gambling. And when they lose money, they start whining on the internet. And then you wake up early in the morning, you've refused to go to Joseph to learn how to trade by yourself. You've refused to go to get the right principles of trading. You hand someone your money to trade it in the name of account management. They lose your money and you start coming to make noise for us. Someone blew my money. Well, if you had earned the skills by yourself, you would understand how to manage your money. But you've gotten your hard-earned money and given it to somebody else to manage it. Meaning, the moment you handed this person the money, you've lost the right to complain.
True.
You don't have the right to complain because you don't have the skill. And even the person you've given the money, do you have the ability to evaluate them? Do you have a track record of what they're doing? Of guess what? This is it. This is what I've done. No. But all people are looking for is you had someone your money to risk it, whether they make money for you or they blow it, you come and start making noise for other people. Now, for me, if you come to me and you've lost money in a weird way, I'm sorry. I'm not going to feel sorry for you. In fact, I'm going to laugh in your face and ask you, do you have some more? Because I want to buy something to eat. Because you've lost the right to it. You didn't evaluate who you gave your money to. You just did whatever you wanted to do, and then you got yourself into trouble. You get it? Now let's just go to you as a trader. Okay, or as an FX person, as most people love calling themselves. They hand themselves, 1 week of going to Uncle Joseph a mentorship, the next day they slap themselves with an FX badge. You know? Capital Chicken FX. And then you're looking at this person. You don't have even the right, first and foremost, to be in the market. You don't have it. But you're exposing yourself into these markets. And you're complaining, and you're whining, and you've lost money. You don't even have the principles on how to survive in these markets. But you're just going in. Do you have a strategy? No. Do you have risk management? No. Do you know how to manage your money? No. Why are you entering? Because it looks cute. And then you lose your money, and then you start making noise that you got. I got my signal from Ghost, and then Ghost made me lose my money. Are you sure? Did he hold your hand to click that buy and sell when you're over leveraging and you're going full margin? Let us start taking responsibility for ourselves. And I think this is something you get to learn from maybe trading institutions and tough mentors who are not just here to sugarcoat things and be sweet on you. Because most people should take accountability for themselves.
True.
A person comes to me, you hand me your account, I blow it in 1 day, even if you give me like 10K, and I blow it in 1 day, and then you make a full video on TikTok of, oh my God, this is how he blew my account, he's a scammer. Okay, you present a scammer, why didn't you take the trade yourself? You wasted your own money. You refuse to put in the time to digest it, to know how much you're going to be surviving and losing money. I'll give you one simple thing. I have seen people who've been blowing accounts the whole day, and they've been amazing. Let's just say they've been amazing. Personally, I think I was talking to somebody, and I told them I am expecting a huge move of gold this week. I was looking forward to it. And when gold gave me certain confluences, I immediately knew that we were going up, because based on the size of my screen, I could literally see on the 4 hour where we were going, how much liquidities we were taking out. So I would be like, okay, now we have colors. There's a possibility of them aiming that high. Where's the other one that we're taking? There was a confluence, I think it was on 1 hour. I think it was on the 4th. Or the 5th, I'm not right now looking at my screen because I was. But when you get to realize all these things, because you have different things that no matter what strategies you're looking at, or whatever confluences you're looking at, you should have something to protect your capital. Most people didn't. Now, of all the 5 things you're supposed to have, you don't even have any. In fact, most people just have a half. And because you love yourself, you've branded yourself with an FX badge. And you're like, bah, Capital Chicken FX. You people have just gotten one trade out of, let's just say, news. I am golden. Let's just talk about new trade now. When it comes to news trading now, for those ones, I don't even have the energy. I will let those ones be. Anyway, I am not sorry for whose feelings I've hurt. Because I'm telling you the truth.
So I have a question, Uncle Byron.
Please shoot.
There are people that could be on the live stream and are not really, they don't want to become traders. They don't want, but they want to, invest into the system. Like, because you have not catered for those, you're talking to traders who want to learn and like, but what of the people who could be here and maybe they don't want to learn the skill, they just want to.
Here's the thing. Okay, now I'm going to blow my trumpet a little bit. I'm a portfolio manager in the making, not yet there. That's why right now I prefer calling myself a farmer.
Okay.
There are people out there that can manage your money. No, because the truth is, not everyone is cut out to be a trader. And that is the sad reality. Because of so many factors, upbringing, childhood traumas. There are some things actually can make us great traders, and there are some things that make us great gamblers, and then there are some people that can't make us great traders. But you can have your money because there are people out there who have money.
True.
But now let me just tell you something, and this is the thing I've always spoken about. That when you're dealing with someone who really understands business, they get to understand that trading is actually a business. It's an investment, right? Which simply means that evaluate the person. Before you hand anyone your money, please and please and please do the due diligence and have realistic expectations. Don't wake up early in the morning and ask someone to give you returns of 100x. Is there a possibility of doing this? Yes, it is there. But ask yourself, why do companies like, why do indices like S&P 500 make returns of about 8 to 7% a year? It means there are some things that we have. Exactly. Yes, I understand. So most people will just come in and they tell you how about the Medallion Fund. Yeah, the Medallion Fund is actually a limited number. It's an exception to the rule.
All this guy who turned a hedge fund from, is it like 400 million to?
Yes,
to billions.
20 something billions. Yes, but see how it turned out.
True.
He was like literally, without me going so much into details for him, BlackRock and the rest of the big boys pegged him out.
True.
They found ways of taking him out, and these guys are very cutthroat. I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to get into trouble. But the whole point is there is a certain level of realisticness that is supposed to be there when it comes to trading. So what does that mean? Take your money onto the person you're going to give that money with a realistic targets. Have a conversation that is well detailed, well informed.
True.
So this whole business of you waking up early in the morning and you bring, let's just say, you bring $1,000. Okay, 1,000 may be small, but you bring like about, because now we're talking about serious investors, I'm not talking about $20 investors. You'll come to Uncle Joseph and you're giving him $10,000, and then with those $10,000, you're literally expecting him to make 10,000 in a month.
In a month. That's not realistic.
As a trade. Exactly. That is like flipping an account. Now, to investors, that doesn't even make sense because no business has the ability of making that amount of money annually all the time. I remember we were thinking about like it as an average. So go to the investor, go to whoever you're giving your account money to with realistic goals.
True.
Like, evaluate them. please do your evaluation. Have a conversation with them. Have the ability to distinguish between a gambler and a trader. And Jesus Christ. And when you give your money there, after you doing your evaluation, please expect any outcome that comes with it. Because you have handed over your rights, the rights to your money, to that person with whatever terms and conditions. You are doing it. You may find someone to come to me and give me about 2 million. And they're like, me, I don't care whatever amount of money you make. I'm okay with the 2 million. But once, let's just say I take this 2 million and I take it up to about 500,000 left with it, someone is going to blow the trumpet and make it seem like it's so crazy. You told me I can waste all this money without any risk management. Meaning I can blow that 2M and you still walk away without you making noise. So why are you making TikTok videos?
People make them. Investors
Yes,
don't
ask.
make the videos. I've not seen any.
$20 investor.
I got one. I think they were like $30. He wanted 500. That's what he told me.
You get the whole point. But at the end of the day, let's talk about real investors. Right now, you said you've been doing the risk management. If you can usually run out the right percentages of return on risks, the first thing they're going to first ask is what is your estimated exposure onto your account, onto what you're supposed to be doing. That means the risk that you're putting in and the strategy that you use towards the target is going to define your output. It is very difficult for you to have a certain output unless you're going to put it on certain levels of percentages. So the only thing you're supposed to be bound onto somebody is you're bounding them by the amount of money they're supposed to be risking over a certain period of time. Which most $20 trade investors don't do. I'm sorry to say, $20 most of the times you're gambling.
True.
Because if I told you that on your beloved $20, I'm going to be exposing like $1 to try to make $3, and of course this $3 will make about like give or take, that's not even like if I lose. In 10 days you have flipped your $30 into and turn them into $60. Someone will be like, I know someone who can turn those $30 into $200. Please go there.
Yeah, true. They should go there.
Yeah. But anyway, those are just my opinions. They are not opinions of the creator.
The creator is innocent. He's not shaking any tables.
It's not shaking any tables. I'm ready to shake all the tables that are required to be, not even just shook, but taken down.
Here, be nice on the live stream.
So,
we shall shake tables when we come
I am
to.
trying. Privately. No, but Uncle Joseph, if I'm shooting privately, I'll be even worse than this. I'm trying my level best to be.
When you put up your live stream, we shall come shake tables from there.
Of course, for my live stream, we're just enjoying music because I'm not going to throw some funny question of, are you profitable? And so I tell you I'm profitable, and then you do what?
They ask for money.
Exactly. And you ask for money because the truth is, and here's the saddest thing. Some people are just dreamers. I think that's also another culture that is going around. And it's a bit sad though. But yes, people do not fear giving you money for risk management. Please do. But evaluate who you give your money to. And when you do, make sure that you understand that you have accepted all the risks that come with it.
True.
So if they make it, the way you're so happy, they make you the money and you keep quiet should be the same way you should keep quiet when they don't make you the money. Let us just try that out.
Wait, the guy has traded live almost every day, which you cannot do now. Give it. Which guy are people talking about? I don't know.
I do not know who has traded every day.
Me, that you should give me my flowers, eh? No.
Come on, me I always give Uncle Joseph the flowers. You guys, unless you've had
Ah,
England, I've always come here and been like, yo, people, let
uh,
us be grateful to him because at least
maybe
he has that time.
he thought the tables you were shaking were mine.
No. Okay. Let me first give, and guys, I'm not like praising him way too much. But one of the things I've always talked about is the calmness. And sometimes as a mentor, however much you're a mentor, you should be able to assess yourself and understand because learning never ends.
True.
Also telling yourself the truth. Uncle Joseph, yesterday I was telling you that I personally, I was into some two trades. Actually, three trades. Because I told you I traded. I lost one. In fact, I lost the last one. But I won the first one, I won the second one.
You won the
then for the third
NQ
one,
one I saw.
exactly. So I had trades that I was in. But then I lost another one. It was so funny. So I lost the trade and oh, the NQ one actually was the fourth one when I was just there seated. And sorry to say this, but I only entered that one when I was bored. But the first three that I literally lost were for actually the first two that I won were for gold. Then I lost the last one because early in the morning I thought that was the trade I was supposed to be taking until the market moved into a different direction and I had to reassess. Because as a trader, sometimes you must have the ability to reassess in real time. Okay, this is what I was looking at, but this is not what is going to come out. And then remember, I was looking for a retracement at a certain level to give me that push for the buy. So what happened is I had to first get the transport for the buy, which I actually took. But surprising enough, I had forgotten that I had left in the limit entry of a sell at a certain level. That was yesterday, I think it was about like 15 minutes. And then I won, the buy closed, and then immediately the other one activated and I lost that trade. So I laughed and I was like, okay. But to me it wasn't about just winning two trades and losing one. Because surprising enough, the first one was a 1 to 5, the other one was a 1 to 7. Then the one that I lost because I was trying to pull it down because I think I wanted 1 to 7. So I counted that one as a loss until I went in later on when the market was so crazy. I sat myself down, looked at my whole screen. I assessed everything and I was like, oh, okay, these are fundamentals. The market was heated up for whatever reasons were happening. Now, like I said, as a trader, you must have the ability to evaluate yourself at that moment. I'm talking about real time. I'm not just talking about you sitting down. You must have a contingency plan in case everything doesn't go right. And also, you must have limits upon which you're supposed to push yourself. Now, when I was there, afterwards, I was like, oh. So I looked at an NQ trade. I was like, oh, all right. Because remember, I told you I wasn't home before, after the other ones had gone. So when it came in, I was about to drive off. So I was like, okay, this is giving me everything that I want on NQ. So I entered the NQ trade, but I started heading home. When I got home, it was moving. But then one of my friends called me to complain about how they've lost a lot of money, how they've blown accounts, how he's lost an account of about $4,000, his own money, onto a trade. And these are people I speak to every day about risk management, and I literally just hang him up.
But
And he called me,
probably
he's like,
probably
"Did you never off?"
the account is like 200K, like, you know.
No, it was a $4,000 account that he blew onto a sale of a trade.
Ah, man. He blew the account.
He blew the account, and he was calling me for me to feel sorry for him.
He
I
wanted
just
to,
hang him
to
up. He
vent.
called back. Yes. No. You see, Uncle Joseph, this is why I hate talking to people. Because I'm not going to be so sugar-coated if we've had this conversation more than 10 times. If we've had the same conversation over and over again, the next time you're going to come to me, I'm going to tell you, I guess now you're learning your lessons. You're paying the tuition. You're paying the school fees. You decided to have to learn the hard way. Because these are some people who you tell them that maybe if this is the way you're trading and this is how you're going to lose your trade, how about you just going for mentorship, get someone to guide you? Because personally, I'm not going to do it. I have my own life. I'm doing whatever I want to do. Get a mentor, someone who's going to keep you accountable.
See why you can bear witness. You're not going to do it.
So because I have my life, people, I have people's money I'm managing.
Mm.
A not small amount of money. So I do not have the time of sitting down to tell you how, because you're gonna come ask me how do I do it, and I'm gonna tell it to you, and then you're gonna tell me, but you don't have a GLE. And then you expect me to sit down and convince you why the GLE is not there, or whether I drive or I walk or I run or I swim or I crawl where I'm going. Yeah, personally, I don't even have that time.
So you mean you can't mentor someone who asks, like, where do I put the SL here on MetaTrader?
See,
Oh,
that is why I said I can send you to people like Uncle Joseph.
okay.
I will choose people that I'm seeing that are trying to make an impact on trading, who are teaching healthy trading, not healthy gambling.
True.
And I will send you to someone who's teaching healthy trading. Now, here's the thing, and I'm not shaking any tables. With healthy gambling, someone is just thinking of getting Hail Marys. But if I'm going to give you somebody, or I'm going to recommend or speak to you about somebody, I'm going to talk about somebody who is just going to be teaching you how to earn this skill. Because that is how we managed to make it to the other side.
True.
The skill came first before the capital expanded. We had to learn the hard way. We went through the trenches. We did the hard work. We cried tears that most people haven't cried.
True.
People
True.
see what you are and they think they're gonna be that in like 1 week or two, which they can't, because this entailed me burning accounts, me blowing accounts until I had to get a little bit of common sense of understanding of, oh, guess what? This is not a get rich scheme.
True. You know, but the issue is with most people, especially people here in Uganda, they just want to get rich quick. Like they don't even want the skill. It's an observation, you know. It's not an attack on
It
people.
is an observation. But it is an observation. But like you said, like a certain private conversation we were having with you, and I was like, at some point, someone has to sit down and know exactly what they want in life.
True.
If you don't know what you want in life, then go ahead. Sit down and ask yourself one of the toughest questions, that if what they are doing in that way was so skillful, why are they still doing a few things that they're doing? Examine if there's some things that I've been doing over a certain period of time and they're very fruitful. There is no reason why I will need you. Just saying. So how about you just move away from that? And yes, like I said, I understand we're all broke. Evaluate someone actually who's going to manage your money properly while also earning the skill. Because yes, they're giving you the capital, but also here you're learning the skill on how to do what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. It's not just about you coming in to just get the money. Because if your goal here is just money, with your tunnel vision, you're gonna cry.
True.
I can promise you that. You're gonna cry. And 5 years later from now, the person who decided to go in for the skill, they are gonna be still doing so well than someone who went in just for the money. Because okay, it's just a coincidence, guys. I'm not gonna give anybody's example, but I'm gonna give mine. Let us just say someone went to Uncle Joseph to learn the skill, and then someone came to me to manage their money. In a month that have become sick, they won't be making the money because they'll be dependent on me.
And in case
Because
you decide to end the contract.
in case I decide to end the contract, because most of your contracts aren't even binding, you know,
Mm.
there is nothing you're gonna do. I can wake up early in the morning and I'd be like, yo, here's your money. I have other things I'm gonna be doing. I'm sending you back your money. You're not gonna be making the money.
True.
But for a person actually who decided to make their skills, to go and earn the skills, and put in the work and take the due diligence, what's gonna happen is this. You are going to begin with small money, but then you're gonna earn the right to trade big money. Because guess what? You are sharpening the iron. Iron sharpens iron.
True.
And that is why it's very important. And of course, I'm not coming after people who have self-taught themselves in trading. But here's the sad reality. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna need a mentor. I'm not saying a teacher. I'm saying a mentor. Someone who's gonna teach you the skills. Someone who's gonna um, hold you accountable. You know? They have to hold you accountable to what you're doing. Because if they don't, we are all at a certain time lazy, careless, irresponsible. You know? Because we're only human. Different backgrounds, different raisings. So you're gonna need someone who's gonna hold you accountable. Someone who's gonna ask you your evaluation at the end of the month. Someone who's gonna be able to ask you the reason why you've taken a certain trade, the way you've taken it. And someone who's gonna be able to tell you that, yo, guess what? Just because you've made $1,000 of a certain trade that you cannot explain, do not be happy. I would rather you make about $50 in a trade that you can explain. Because when you get that skill of earning about $50, that means in 10 trades, you would have made $500. How much are you risking to get that amount of money to get yourself to 500?
True.
Can I be accountable to yourself? Okay. Trevor. Silly question. Are you into trading? As you're answering that, let me just continue a little bit. Because
And how long?
Uncle this that is very true. You see, the thing about trading is, I said we are all lazy because I personally, at some point, I was too. You guys have no idea how much I went back to my mentor trying to make 8 years. Okay. Are you consistently profitable?
Let's continue as he answers that.
You see, even I at some point I was lazy. Just because I'm saying these words doesn't mean that I'm superficial. And that's why I'm talking about people have, when I say people I went through the trenches, I did go through the trenches.
True.
You know? Personally, if I was to speak about my own personal experiences, that at some point I was lazy. I was looking at, when I understood the reasons why I'm supposed to be taking all the trade, but even with all these skills that I'm supposed to be knowing, all these confluences I'm supposed to be looking at, I would just randomly be like, oh, this looks nice. No confluence, no nothing. I make money. I'm like, yay! Introducing bad habits. Now, the funny thing is, as a trader, you must have the ability of eliminating all the bad habits. Because just one bad habit begins. It just becomes randomly one bad habit. Before you know it, it introduces another bad habit. Let's just say you are just randomly going to enter any trade, right? Before you know it, because it has worked out, the next thing you're going to be like, I think I'll just use any lot size that I want. Then before you know it, something else comes in. Right now I think I have the skills. I don't need to do analysis. I can enter from anywhere. Before you know it, you also being like, but you know what? I just need to get signals from whoever I am getting it from.
From
Let's direct
CYP.
the analysis. So you're going for CYP to get the analysis from him.
CYP FX.
No, you had the right skills, you had the right programming. Now you're introducing a bunch of just like simple grains of salt into the milk. Into the milk. Before you know it, you become lazy. You'll be like, I think I'm so good. Right now, I don't even need to do anything. I need to just use a bot. It works out. And the funny thing about being a trader is you begin in a good way. And bad habits in a funny way, they tend to kind of try to work out. You'll be like, you know what, I think I don't need to do any work. This thing is all disturbing. Let me just use signals. You start working with signals until one fateful day. All it takes is just one day. Today you've used someone's signals. They have tried to work out multiple number of times. They've actually gained you some money. Then on this one fateful day, I usually tell people when the ones actually I talk to, and I'm like, it's like a little demon that comes and whispers in your ear, and I'd be like, you know what? I think today you need to get that loan. I think today you need to go full margin. These signals are 100% proof. On that one single fateful day, when you have over leveraged, overdone everything, that is the day they just send one sweet, nice candle. Just one. Very beautiful. Like very pretty. You see that candle that came out? I think it was around like 6:30 or something. That one over there in your chart. That long one, the red one. That is the day. It hits like thunder. They are taking you out, but because you've introduced yourself to some bad habits, you're like, no, I am the god of these markets. You can't tell me anything. Here's the most heartbreaking thing. They continue taking you, and then you enter. Before you know it, before even they hit that quote-unquote mentor's signal stop loss, your account has already been blown. It's out. Now, here's the most heartbreaking thing. Just when your account has just been blown, that trade goes in your direction.
Exactly there. Funny story. I have a friend today who, they won't get mad when I talk about this, but so what they did, they saw a trade idea, of course, and they were very, very confident in it. So they entered the first account, they went to the second account, entered the same, they went to the third one and also entered the same. Then the direction started changing.
and the things were not thinking. Like one of my friends said, it was not thinking.
And you start praying for a green candle, but it keeps printing red.
You see, you literally, it's like every prayer you're sending, the angel that is receiving the prayer is flipping it upside down. It's like, is it just increase it just a little bit? Here's the thing that I've always loved about trading. There is a way they kind of give you hope. So there is a way you see that candle slowing down, and you're like, I think I've survived. But then they just give you one push, and then you're like, hey.
Right. Trading is not.
You see, now, aside from that, that's just one coincidence of using signals. There are these people who use bots, and I personally, because it's their choices, I don't have that serious big opinion about bots. But let's just say, one fateful morning, there's this one beautiful month, price action is so amazing. This bot is getting all the right price action, and you've been making money. You begin with a small amount of money. Let's just say like $100, $50 makes you some money. You get away with it. You try it again. It makes you, let's just say, it makes you like $100 to about $500. You start saying, bots are amazing. You start making some sweet amount of money. Let's just say you've taken about like 50% of it. And then you're returning all the profit. You've pushed your account to about $4,000. You put all this $4,000. Now, day one, like I said, there is always that day.
True.
Very amazing. Day one, your lucky angels run out. The bot does the unthinkable.
It will.
You lose trades.
It wipes the whole thing.
And then before you know it, now because you still have the other hope of, I know this bot is 100% proof, because I mean, this is the selling point, this is a trade, this is a bot that is 100% proof. Put in my head, I'm like, if it was 100%, why would I be selling it? Because also I know the Medallion Fund has a strategy that is about 60% proof, but they do not share it, they sue it, they've copyrighted it, they don't allow anyone to have it. But then again, they have a bot that is 100% proof. Now, because you still have the hope of this bot has been making me money, you go and you borrow someone else's money, because you know this bot is going to give you money. Guess what? You first expose, let's just say you've borrowed about like, what, $2,000? You first expose about like $100 onto it. It makes returns. You're like, yay! You expose about like $300 again. It makes you returns. You're like, yeah, my bot is back. You expose the whole account. They baptize you in fire.
And now you start looking for work.
Exactly. And also you have a loan that you're supposed to be paying off. So these are some of the, they kind of seem like good habits, but kind of bad habits.
True.
For traders. But you still have an option of not taking them. Me, it's up to you. But if you start losing money, please do not go around telling people trading is a scam. Because there are people actually who make money out of trading, and they're making their money modestly. I know some people who make about $1,000 extra income on trading. I know other people who make about $500 extra income on trading. I think it was yesterday, one of my friends who I was having a conversation with, he sent me a Marvin payout of about $75. And he was so happy out of a 5K account. He was so happy. It was a payout of first. I first kept quiet to be like, and he was like, man, guess what? I had to first get this money. But when I got this money, man, I had to first pay myself, like you usually said. I'm like, okay.
Was it Zatabu?
He wasn't Zatabo, he was somebody. He was so happy. But on the same day he was telling me that, I had actually gotten someone else who had about, I think he was also, he was also using a 5K account, but he was making a withdrawal of about 380. Let me just confirm, because I have them here.
Prop funds.
Yes, 380.
$380.
Had withdrawn, yes. And this guy had consistently, because I remember his first withdrawal was about, I think it was about like $700. The next thing, it was about like 200. Then the next moment he goes to about 500. Now he's in 380. But at least he's hitting a certain threshold of returns.
Yes.
And when you do talk to him, he's making extra income from trading. Now, when he hears people saying you can't make any money out of trading, and like I told him, please do not sit down and have debates with people how trading doesn't work. Because it does not benefit you in any way. Nor does it even benefit them. They're just going to give you a headache and mess up your psychology, which you need to make money in trading. You need your head upright. You need your head straight.
That's right.
So why would you mess yourself with people who do not even understand that this is a skill that you can learn and earn rightly, and you make amounts of money consistently that you can't even sit down to have conversation with, and it won't look normal. At some point, just like any other trader, you feel the need of telling people, yeah, I made this amount of money in trading, yeah. Then afterwards, it becomes so normal to be like, okay. Because now it has become consistently a profitable kind of a thing. People like, okay, there are months that can go wrong, but how wrong can they go? There are months that go right, but how wrong do they go? Like, do you have that breakdown of that skill of doing things in the right way? Without necessarily having to put a noose around your neck and start complaining. So when I see someone, like how I told you, and I think I also mentioned this to CYB, that when I see people who are complaining and right now calling trading a scam because they were flipped off money from, I think it's Fidelity, and they were saying it was trading, I just keep quiet. Because there is no way you're going to tell me that I sat myself down and I went in for 142 lessons on how to learn how to trade. And now I'm getting my profits after all the amount of money I have invested. And then I'm going to sit down to start having a conversation of how trading is a scam with someone who doesn't even know the difference between 1 and 2.
True.
Like, it's not really worth it. So I will let you have your fun, cry off your sorrows. Because I definitely know, because you love quick money, another Fidelity, when it comes up, you're going to invest money.
A lot of them, actually.
And you're going to lose that money.
CYP and Zatabu, they will invest in, Hard 8.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you people prefer gambling than getting the actual skill or really evaluating who you're giving your money to. Because to you, someone has promised you a certain, like, man, I really don't understand some people. But again, it's their right. Some of them are so scared of being wealthy. Yeah, most people don't even know. I'll borrow what Uncle Frank said, and this is the saying sometimes I usually say. Some people don't know how to live with money. That's a story of its own, the subject matter.
That's true.
So some people are so scared of the reality or the realisticness because they can't even imagine a life where you have solved the money problem. Now you have to be hit with the realities of so what next? Not that you're making billions, but at least you have managed to make money that can offset all your expenses in a month. So now you have to face the real drumsticks of, okay, now I have to be a good person. Now I actually have to do good things. Now I have to actually have the ability of associating with Joseph, who I used to, till I cannot talk to you because I'm looking for money. Okay, but now, that on the other hand is, like I said, it's a whole different subject. Most people are not even ready for that life. I see someone coming in, okay, not in a bad way. You have $50 on your account.
Okay.
But you want that one merry trade that is going to give you $1,000. Okay, supposedly they give you that $1,000, and then you do what with it?
We go to the other hotel, which is called the in Busega. What is the name?
I don't know. I do not know.
Besties Hotel.
I don't know. Your bestie. I'll try to give you 50 shades of grey.
I will see why be. I'll buy the Ukaboli Jari. This guy.
I don't want to say How are you, Uncle Swaiti? How are you doing? I'm good. How are you doing? I am good. I am here. I've taken over Uncle Joseph's life. I'm about to stop speaking. And I continue speaking. No, I'm tired. I'm tired.
You continue inspiring us, Byron. We need this.
I'm exhausted. Oh, sorry.
Even me, I'm from a walk. I walked,
Congratulations.
I'm starting, getting into the walking fast. Then next time I'll run.
That's good. No, it's good. Let me tell you something. And this is okay. I understand you're a therapist, but also tell people exercise is good. You don't necessarily have to run, but if you have the ability of just taking a walk, it's first and foremost therapeutic. We have traders who just okay. We have people who allegedly are called traders who do so many funny things in the markets, and then afterwards they go in with all their stress to bed. Take a walk, get away from the chats, refresh your brain, have a new mindset, look at reality, enjoy the breeze on the streets. I mean, enjoy the flowers, look at
The
every beautiful
trees.
thing that you can.
Uganda is beautiful.
The greenery. Uganda is actually a beautiful place.
Touch,
Come back when your
touch
mind is
grass.
settled. Come back when your mind is settled. I mean, you've refreshed yourself. It doesn't have to really be running. You can just take a walk. And it's also healthy for your body. Because some of you are just sitting down like sweet potatoes. And then you start gaining weight in a confusing way, and then you start saying that you're getting health problems that you shouldn't be getting. So it's actually an achievement. So congratulations, Uncle Joseph. You're doing well.
It's a good start.
I'll see him when he has an hourglass figure.
I know you should. You should. I think you also when it's moving, but that's cheating. So yeah, like a 30 minutes. Yeah, like a 30 minutes walk is not that bad. I mean, like an intentional walk.
Some people think they'll miss trades when they go out for an hour and walk.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's also hit that. So when you lose it, when you miss that trade, what's the worst that can happen?
Really nothing.
Nothing. I mean, you people, there are so many opportunities in these markets. Like they are so many that sometimes they are unbelievable when you look at them.
True.
You can wake up early in the morning and you take about like 30 trades in a day and you end up in negative. You can end up taking one trade in a day, you end up in a positive, or you can take one trade and lose, or you can take 30 and end up in positive, though I don't know why you'll be making 30 trades in a day. At the end of the day, opportunities are always there. You see, in a higher time frame sale, you can still get a winning trade that is buying as a retracement to a certain level.
True.
And then you just enter that, which is going to end somewhere else. And then you cash out at that very point. And then you consider yourself that I actually, in a sale that is going down, I have literally bought. You can still catch a sell within a buy as a retracement to a certain point. Because these markets are only moving, buying, and literally expanding, rebalancing, expanding, rebalancing. At the point, I mean, as long as you're in the right position and at the right time, maybe at the right moment, with your proper risk management, you can still make money. You can get yourself a 1 to 3, 1 to 4 at a lower time frame while exposing the amount of money that you want, which can sometimes be equal to the same amount of money you'll be getting on a higher time frame as long as your exposure for the SL is still within the same range. And surprising enough, on a lower time frame, if you've done your right top-down analysis, you can end up getting yourself a 1 to 7, where up above you are going to get yourself a 1 to 3. So people, there are winning opportunities in the market that are so rampant you can't even believe yourself. So that whole point of I've lost a trade. Oh, guess what, Uncle Joseph? This is the other thing I've always told people. Missing a trade is actually a winning trade.
True.
Because your capital is still intact.
True, and sometimes not trading is the best.
It is trading.
It is trading actually.
Yeah? There are moments actually when you need to trade. CYP, Uncle CYP, you're killing me. Sometimes you can be put in a position of you're looking at the market, you do not understand what is in there because none of them goes down with the same skills that you've learned. So you'll be like, you know what, guys, I'm sitting this one out. your capital will still remain intact.
True.
And you'll live to fight another day, which is very different for you to just see, you don't know what's going on, and then now you bring in the bad habits that we were talking about. For you to be like, you know what, I do not see what I see, but today I must work, as if someone has a certain panel where you have to like click to be like, I attended today. You know? And then all of a sudden, you go in with everything that is so wrong and you blow your account. Now tomorrow, you see an amazing setup that goes with everything you want to trade. But guess what? You don't even have the capital to trade it.
True.
So who did that help? So this is the discipline people have to learn. But then again, who am I to speak, because it took me years to understand this thing?
Takes time.
Anyway, Uncle Joseph, I think I've said so much. There are two other people on your panel.
Zatabu
Allow
wanted
me
to speak directly to you.
Yes. He knows my number. He knows how to reach me.
No, he wanted to speak to you here.
Yash. He sends me videos with him with Yash. He knows how to reach me. Why is he contacting me from here?
So
My name, I'm listening. Yes. I need you as my mentor. Hey. Awesome me. I need you as my mentor.
you ask
Uncle
CYP, he will tell you.
Uncle Joseph is a farmer. Sorry, Uncle Joseph is a mentor. He's a very good mentor.
Zatabu, ask CYP, he will tell you.
Zatabu, we'll have these conversations privately. Let's not have these conversations here.
Yeah, I know, but I've looked for you everywhere.
But you're sending me funny things. You don't send me the things you're supposed to send me. Should I tell them the pictures that you are sending me of whatever was happening, where and where? You want me to expose them here?
You forward God to us to see.
I will expose you. Zatabu will expose you. You have a reputation. Guys, I'm joking. What Zatabu does not send that. He only shows me videos that she's showing, and his video is actually very cool. I'm ironing my singing skills so that I go for him to record a video.
Byron, I think I'm going to look for you, and Uncle Jose, I'm going to look for you also privately.
Yes, sir.
What do you want me
I'm
for
looking
to
on
record
now.
a song?
No,
Zatabu
please.
has not advertised himself. I don't know what you're doing.
Zatabu is a videographer. He records songs
And in good quality.
of the top artists in the world.
I think Byron, I think you will meet my artist one day.
I saw the artist in the videos you have on your TikTok.
Really?
I saw her.
Okay, now we are talking. Yes, Zatabu, my friend, my brother. From another mother, yes, please.
CYP is the one who wants to meet the artist.
So I
Hey, the artist is a favorite.
But Zatabu will talk. I'm going to talk nicely to Uncle Joseph. We'll have you sorted.
Okay, no problem. I want to also learn.
But you already know.
You know what I want. The way but we shall talk privately.
Okay, Uncle Zatabu, we shall talk privately.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. By the way, Uncle
You know how
Joseph,
to reach me.
Yes.
thanks
Why
for
I don't know why you're doing this conversation here.
It is Byron giving chances here. Me, I'm watching.
but I've looked for Byron. They told me Byron is on the farm. I went there, Byron was not there.
He's
You
a
know
busy.
You know Ura looks for people. Huh? You know Ura can actually look for people.
Byron, you can only find him in the White House.
If I have access to that, I'll be doing insider trading. I can promise you that I would be doing insider trading.
Yeah,
By the way, what I would do, Byron, I will look for the other lady who will bring me straight to you.
Let's talk privately. You're doing a lot of exposures here.
Zatabo wants to show us that he knows you up to the core.
People, Zatabo is a videographer. He makes very nice videos and content for those ones actually who have skills, not with a husky voice like mine.
Yeah, and I also train skills because so I give out skills.
Okay. But what does CYP do? Zadapu does videography. Byron is a farmer and an engineer.
Retired.
But why don't you resume? Engineering work is good.
Uncle Joseph.
Yes, please.
You know that I spend most times we must sleep office in Bela farm, of course in Bela studio nga artist manager, Bela studio nga nonya nyimba za mwingi. Let me look for Byron here. Mugonde Uncle Joseph bulungi.
Uncle we shall talk. Don't worry. Hey.
CYP is also there.
By the way, thanks for giving a platform here.
But I thank you, Uncle Joseph, for giving us a platform.
Why you guys are talking about naffe twagala kuwulira.
Zatabo, do you want it here or you want it private?
No, that's CYP.
I want it private.
Okay, privately, we can talk after I leave the live.
Okay.
I'll talk to you something private today.
Man, you
We
guys.
can talk privately.
Mwagala tuyisaako sente. Just tell him you want a loan.
We want to go for PDM.
Let's connect. We start got something.
What was
Capital God.
Capital God. Capital God. Mbuzi ya bukadde busatu.
Amina.
You guys are shaking expensive chair.
Anna. Or maybe Anna be okay.
I don't know.
Trading. Abagezi ga trading gaweddeyo mutandise tugamba gundi.
In everything, make money.
Okay.
Let me first call you before Zatabo steals you for the whole night.
CYP, what do you want really? Mutugambe naffe, because we also want those things.
PDM.
You're discussing a nyash.
Temutuyisaako opportunities naffe tubyagala. Nze wali onjagaliza ki CYP?
Okay.
CYP ayagala kumpa mmere.
Anyway, people, Uncle Joseph, thank you for the opportunity of me coming here and exposing my ignorance.
Thank you for
Ignorance. We're the ones who are ignorant.
for inspiring people.
Lwaki kuyogedde sense? Nze siyayogera n'okwogera.
Joseph. But anyway, yeah. Thank you for allowing me to come here. Everyone who has been hurt by everything I've said, I am not sorry because I'm just telling you the truth and the reality. But you can either pick a grain of salt from what I've spoken about,
Okay.
or you can take it to heart that I've offended you, and you go and sleep better at night, knowing that you're mad at me for telling you what is. All I'm just saying is I'm just trying to explain something that I've really discovered from my years of trading, the experience that I have tried to earn over time, thanks to the exposure in the market, and some of the things I've tried to assess myself.
Right.
And I've also understood a few things, like, just like you get to understand what you can say to yourself and what's there that you can't say. Like you had me saying that despite everyone making so much, I literally took one trade today. That is it. And here's the thing that I've always told people. If someone wakes up early in the morning and asks you the reasons why you took the trade, that you took it, like you see how I mentioned that the confluence as to why I took today's trade was what I spent the 4 hours, I just saw something in the 4 hours. I patiently waited for it to play out on the lower time frames. I patiently entered, and surprising enough, I was out before all the drama happened. And then from there, I just ended up watching movies because I was with some friends. We literally took that trade, and afterwards we started watching movies. Turns out, such a movie I hadn't watched in, I think it was War Machine. That's the first one. We've watched 2 movies, War Machine and then the other movie just stopped in the middle. That's the thing literally that happens. That treats, it's not about the glory that comes out with trading. And yet people should also understand it's not that I'm just trading one simple thing. Like I said, I'm not just but a trader because and here's the sad thing, there is no job called being a forex trader. It is not there.
So what should
So
we
if you feel
should we put on our bio instead of FX?
Let people enjoy their FX now.
Let people put their FX. But in the generation Nema is putting FX. That Nema, even if you look at everything on no, seriously, I will never put it on. Never.
Disclaimer, at some point I wanted to put it on too.
What?
Of course you want.
No, because at some point it looked cute.
Because people get to know that you're really trading. It is a symbol.
At some point I had a very cute name actually.
Which one was it?
So cool.
Byron FX?
No, but just I invented a certain scarecrow name. I added a certain FX something. At a certain point I was, until the market humbled me to be like, it's not about what people really see you as, but who do you really see yourself as in the market?
Exactly.
But for me, one thing that kept me using my name, I had, one of the creators, he was like, they wished they had used their name before, because nothing, of course, sounds better than one's name.
Than your name. Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, like I've been mentioning with you, one of the things I love being is anonymous because I love living my life the way I want it to be. Of course, there are people who know me. But I love my personal space, so I'm not going to go around FXing the whole space because one, what I want, a few people can provide it to me. And 2, I've ironed out my skills in this thing. I've done my due diligence, I've learned so many things. And right now, I think I'm in that space where all I'm doing is just to cultivate and expand on my skill by my own process, because learning never ends.
True.
Without me necessarily having to need the need for someone to be like, oh, that is blah 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 FX. No, at least for me. You had frozen.
Yeah, I was saying Black effect. So talk some positivity.
No, like people, it's a personal decision. Like I said, personally, at some point I was FX, whatever it was, until personally I decided to be like, should I say I'm not worth having the FX something, and now I am just a nobody, and I enjoy being a nobody. Personally,
Maybe to add on that, let me give an example. The course we did in campus, even engineers or civil engineers, you do the course, even I think accountants, you do the course. Just because you're out of the course doesn't give you to use a certain title. Let's say for accountancy, calling yourself I'm CPA certified or something like that, or calling yourself an engineer. This takes some time, and you even have to go through registrations. But even when you go through all those registrations, and then you're given that title, you kind of see that there is, you just say that it's not really, you haven't yet really reached there, or you feel like, let me not use it. I know what I am, I know what I want. So for me, most cases, look, I'm just saying this from my perspective. So there is someone who joined the live like Katsija Morgan. So no, some feel like I think an hour ago. So one time I was there, like I saw this person. They are banging the word FX. I'm a mentor. I do this. I'm like, okay. So you see, most people, they are just going to go read things, then they give themselves those titles up. It's your decision to do that, but as time goes on, you start realizing it's not really worth it. Anyway, just things else.
Like me, I said, it's just my ignorance. I don't know what I'm doing. I even don't know what I'm saying.
Someone has asked me, do you really do analysis before opening up a trade? I just see red, I enter. See green, simple.
Enter and hope. Enter and hope.
That is the strategy.
Okay, I understand that's okay. I understand that's a joke, but okay. Joy, J, what's his name? What do I call
JFX.
him? Okay, let me just say it's JFX. J. In a good way. One, it's just, then again, who am I? I'm just giving my personal opinion. Please go for mentorship. The fact that you're asking such a question, however innocent it may be, it requires you to go for mentorship. You need guidance. Because, yeah, a person with a fixed title shouldn't be asking such a question. There are things that should be self-explanatory.
True.
From my opinion. So go for mentorship. Go and get a teacher. Because what you found us talking about here is we are talking about trading, not gambling. Which simply means that the things we've literally, the conversations that we are having are pre-trade, during the trade, and pro-trade. That is before, during, and after. So, with such a question, hopefully it's not a joke, but if it's a serious question, I would suggest you go for mentorship and you have someone over there who's offering to teach you how to train, to mentor you.
True.
And he's also saying he's a therapist, personal therapist. So I think you guys can figure things out and they can try to guide you ahead. But that question is disturbing.
True. And guys, if you're going through a lot, guys, don't know. Find someone to talk to actually.
Last but not least, people, you have about 5 minutes or less. Ask me any FX related question. And if Uncle Joseph permits me to answer them, I will. If he says no, guys, I will turn off because it's almost 11 and my nutcase needs to rest.
So, anybody with questions for Mr. Byron?
The farmer.
Now you go all you forever. Do what? Hold your peace.
As I'm going, like again, because I had already said it again, but let me say, think personal experiences with other people and help them try to help them in understanding how maybe try to combat these things. And also, most importantly, to show them that whatever they are going through, they're not the first people. It's just a process that we've all gone through. Maybe in a way, it can empower somebody to really realize that, okay, this is what real actual trading is, and I think that is something I've always appreciated about your life. Thank you, Uncle CYP, for coming to sit here, and Uncle Zatabo to come and enjoy the hot seat with me. I remain your one and only Byron the farmer.
What else do you farm apart from chickens?
Maize. And
so the chicken food.
I do, but I wouldn't really think about it like it's for commercial purposes. It's just some small project that is also coming up. But of course, like the conversation we had some time back, I'm having bigger plans.
Yeah.
For farming, and I really want to expand on my farming. Yes, because I would rather be known by farming. For portfolio management, that is a different business.
You would rather be known for farming?
Yes, because sadly enough, I believe if I am to rank myself by the other title that comes with the other side, most people won't be able to have conversations with me, and I tend to make jokes. Most people won't afford me. Most people can't afford me.
True.
Because that's a different, and I'm not saying this out of pride or arrogance or something. But yeah, I'm basing it on a few things, because then I have to put a price tag, and then I'll be bound by certain terms and conditions that won't even allow me to have certain conversations on this live.
True.
Joseph, they're telling you always look calm. Do you have any pressure? I also have that question. Do you have any pressures like us?
Pressure for what? For trades, eh?
It's in the comment section.
He's asking if
I
I
love
have
his
pressure
calmness.
for trading. I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is there, but there is nothing you can change.
I'm even surprised how you can trade without music, because half the time, me, when I'm doing anything else, I'm always having music to distract my brain.
I also do have music. I even play games.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Anyway, Uncle Joseph, allow me, I will speak to you privately, but for now, because they don't have any questions for me or any question regarding trading, allow me to step down.
Alrighty, man.
Did everyone?
Thank you very much. We
You're welcome.
we appreciate. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to the live stream. Mekiono, do you have a Telegram community? I do have it, but bruh, let me even check what it is on. You're the one who has reminded, oh bro, the phone the battery is out. But I do have a Telegram group. Check my bio. I think you'll see it. You'll see it there. But I take long without checking. Now what do I tell them in Telegram? But I'll make it active. Elmi, where are you from? First tell me where you're from, bro. And thank you for coming to the live stream. Do you like trade? And Ethiopia. Oh, shout out to the people in Ethiopia. I actually want to come to Ethiopia one day, but to just visit the place, because they have talked a lot of good things about Ethiopia. I think they say Ethiopia, the capital Addis Ababa, is the Dubai of Africa. That is what is said about Ethiopia. But shout out to you, man. What do you have to say about NFP tomorrow? It's going to be interesting, and I'm going to be here for it. I'll be watching. Last time the news happened when we were on live stream, the last time they happened. But tomorrow it is going to be too early. NFP. But what is your prediction? I know you want prediction. So what is... I put the question back to you. I forward the question back to you. What is your prediction for NFP tomorrow? Please come and visit us. Yes, it is the Dubai of Africa. We will warmly accept you. Yeah, Ethiopia is good, and I've met a bunch of Ethiopians. I think most of them in the UAE, where I was back then. So there is a lot of people from Ethiopia there. And it would be nice to travel to Ethiopia. Definitely one day. It is on my bucket list, but in the future. But thank you very much. So Mugabe is predicting more sales. Okay. Good prediction. And Mula, for you, what is your prediction? We are waiting for yours so that we can go. But definitely, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the live stream this Thursday. I always enjoy it when I come. When did I start following you? When did you start? Remind me. Am I too old? I'm an unk. Man, you Gen Zs, you guys are very, very interesting. But I don't remember when you started following me. You tell me. But we started long time ago doing this content thing. So of course we see gold continuing. It has made another higher low, lower high. I'm beginner. What's your advice to me to make trading easy? My advice to you is, first of all, if you find someone who is going to, like, you meet on a daily and discuss, like a mentor. I know most of them cost money, but that can significantly reduce on your learning trajectory, your learning journey. It can reduce on the years you're going to take. So get a mentor and make sure you are on them. Do not just get and it is done. No. Make sure you're on them. Ask them, let us meet. put them on that pressure. If you happen to get a good one, but if you can't afford one, like find a strategy and stick to it, and then record, then say, okay, is it profitable or it is not, like that. So yeah, but it is not easy, definitely, even for experienced people. Just that they are like robots. They know their strategy, then they'll manage it if it has to be. I think that is what trading is all about. You become, if you don't enter on vibes. Oh, like, okay, I see a red, this is a long red candle. Yes, definitely you end. No, 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 no. Find a strategy, okay? And then stick to it. If it doesn't show you anything, you don't enter. And you build this over time. It just doesn't happen. Mugabe, how are you? Mugabe, I remember when I started doing live streams, you're one of the people who used to come a lot. But how have you been, bro? I hope you're doing good. Guys, I remind you, like, I get students, I mentor students, and that is why I put my WhatsApp on there. That's why my WhatsApp number is on there. I sit with them like one-on-one, and we go through the chats and see how they can make progress in their trading. Are you still in the, where, I think you used to be in Kabale, right? Kabale or Kasese, you used to be that side. Are you still there? Mugabe. Blake. Blake, man, you've stayed on the live for a long time, which is nice. But Blake, how has your trading day been, man? I hope it has been good. God has been humbling me. That's why I at times get lost. I know it is tough, but you know, you come to the live stream and we talk a little bit, because it can relieve the pain. Can relieve the pain of losses, and then you can know that it doesn't have to be losses all the time. Adam, how are you? Adam Daniel Williams, greetings to you too, bro. You mentor for free? No, I don't mentor for free. I have paying students. Yep, I mentored for free last year, and of course some of those people I still talk to. Some it's been a while, but I don't mentor for free anymore. I do paid, and it's online. You're still in Kasese, okay? I hope work is okay. Blake didn't trade today. Man, you didn't trade today. You're waiting to trade tomorrow when there is NFP. You're the man, bro. You are the man. Only had buy set up on GU yesterday. This week only one trade. Okay, that is, you sound like a pro. You sound like a pro. But definitely, guys, thank you very, very much for coming. And I appreciate you very much for being on this live stream. Every time I come live, you guys make it fun. The Byrons, the CYP, the Zatabos, you guys make the live fun. Then the people in the chat, Mugabe, Blake, also, you make the live streams very, very interesting. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. But for now, we are going to go. I think we've had a great time today. So thank you very much. It's time to go and rest and reset and come back better and stronger. But if you have not yet followed the creator, you should. I think you should right now. So that if you have not yet followed the creator, have all 10 people of you that are on followed the creator? I hope so. But definitely thank you very, very much. And I'm going to see you in the next live stream, right? I'll see you, which could be tomorrow. It could be, because I'll confirm. But around this time, from 8 p.m. to around 11 or 10 we come live. So that is how it goes. Okay. Any other question? The last one. Mugabe, do you have a question for me? All black, or should I say good night? Any question that you want to ask, right now is the time to ask. I guess we've exhausted everything. We've exhausted everything. So thank you for watching. Thank you for following me and subscribing to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you